Hello, Days of Our Lives fans. This is for Wednesday, February the 12th. Please like and subscribe and share. And thank you for watching. So, yesterday we seen Joy was questioning Alex about, why wouldn't you want to go to LA with me. And he's telling her, I've got my family here. And she's nagging him about, you going to stay here for your cousins? For what? Philip and Xander? You're not even close to them. And he's like, well, my dad's here. And she's like, so why don't you just tell me, is it really your family you're worried about, or you don't want to go because of Stephanie? And he said, well, I don't know what you mean. And she said, why don't you know what I mean? Because I saw you all kissing yesterday or the day before, whenever it was. And she was hounding him, how long's this been going on? And he said, well, she quit her job to make a go of it with me, and I was already involved with you, and we didn't want to hurt you, and I was just trying to figure out, I didn't want to kick you while you were down. She said, yeah. She heard all that. She yelled at him, told her to get out of her sight, go tell Stephanie the good news, leave me alone. Poor Joy, man, she's getting dragged around like the little rag doll, isn't she? So Seth comes and tells Kayla he's leaving the hospital, he's going to LA, this acting is his thing. And then he tells her that the hospital's going bankrupt. Her and Stephanie are appalled. What will the people do? So they're gonna automatically just get on this, talk to the board, try to do other things, have a presser, blah, 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 to save the hospital. So Alex comes out to tell her the good news, and she's busy telling Alex what she's got in front of her. And then he tells her, yeah, well, Joy knows. And she said, oh, you broke up with her? And he said, no, she broke up with me. So that's a done deal. Poor Leo. I feel more sorry for him than anybody. He's sitting there looking at his little ink pens. You all deserve better than to be wherever they said, I think at the Brady Pub or whatever. He just had his dream on this. He was doing a great job. People were recognizing his worth. And he really did do a great job. And great writing, according to everyone who worked with him. So he should be able to get another gig somewhere else. This guy, what's his name, Dougie 3, comes over because he had hired him to be his assistant. He had to tell Dougie 3, no job, I know I gave you the advance, but don't worry about it. And he's like, what? And he's like, yeah. So Seth goes to pick up his last paycheck and get his instructions for LA, and he's like, well, they didn't want me, so I'm not going. And he told Leo what a good job he did and what a good writer he was, and he should be proud of what he's done. And Leo is feeling good about himself, but he's like a diamond that someone's not willing to let shine. So Holly and Tate are making plans for Valentine's Day. Tate has an idea to go to the cabin, and he's going to cook her dinner. He already got the keys from Maggie, and they already have plans to be a jiggy night. But they're trying to have a nice little night, and of course, who pops up? The old sore spot. The old bump in the floor. What's her name? Oh, Sophia comes in. Now, this is a new Sophia. I don't know what happened to the other Sophia, but I didn't like her, so I'm probably not going to like this one either. Except this one doesn't look like so much as a snot. And she told Tate she found a family that her church that wants to adopt the baby, and they have to go meet them now. So they go to meet them, and they're not at the square, and the woman calls Sophia and tells her they have to cancel, and just hung up on her, basically. So Sophia's stressing out because now that she knows Tate don't want her, she's wanting to go to college, and they're too young to be tied down with a baby. Well, in comes strolling Johnny and what's her name, Chanel, and they confide in them. They're having troubles, but with the adoption and all this, and they're real sorry to hear that. And they have been talking earlier, and they are ready to get back in the baby making business themselves. Now, I feel like they have set this up to where Johnny and Chanel may very well be the ones to adopt this baby, even though that's not come out. They're just talking about trying again. Something comes up, Chanel can't have a baby, there's one that needs adopting. So it sounds like a fit to me, although they didn't mention it. Looks like Tate is looks a little uneasy about Holly and Dougie 3 there, but they're all friends. They're just talking, but you can see the look on his face. That's a wrap.